Hey everybody, welcome to Flowers Between Friends, and today it's Wreaths Between Friends, and we are all about wreaths today and what we have for you to get into your stores. I'm Georgia Edgington, lead designer here at LenBuschRoses.
And I'm Kristen Thomas, I'm marketing coordinator here at LenBusch, and yes, we are talking Christmas wreaths, holiday wreaths.
Yeah, holiday wreaths, Christmas wreaths.
Yeah.
This time of year wreaths, winter wreaths, yes, whatever you want to call them. We have them, you need them. Yes, your clients want them, your customers want them. So, and look at the options that we have here, just beautiful. These are the three that we have a fair amount of right now that we've, plenty that you can get into your stores.
And I would say about that, like, get a real wreath.
Oh yes,
get a fresh wreath.
Absolutely, fresh is best, and that's part of the tradition.
I might be offending somebody, I'm not sure,
but if we are, we're sorry. But this is our opinions, our thoughts.
Yes, yes. I mean, even right now, sitting here with you, I can smell.
Yes, it's beautiful.
That balsam smells so good.
Love
There's just something about that.
Yes. So, and the freshness is really goes back to ancient Rome and Greece, Kristen. They would bring in fresh greenery from the outside into their homes in the winter to remind them of that spring was coming, that life was coming back, that rebirth would happen in the spring. So that freshness helped bring that into their home, reminded them that was coming.
We get that.
So that, yeah, exactly. Here in Minnesota, we certainly do. So that's why they would bring fresh greenery in. And eventually then the wreath became a symbol of, to many of the Greeks and the Romans, it became a symbol of wealth, security, and protection as well. And
the circles, the shape.
Yes, exactly. Okay. And then they would decorate them with herbs and different vegetables and fruits during different seasons to help ward in prosperity and richness and a plethora of the harvest. So that was also another tradition that the wreath brought. They would hang it on their front door for that symbolism and that good fortune to come. And then eventually Europeans and the Germans brought in just the Christianity, the religious part of the wreath, and how it eternalized the seasons. It was a circle that they kept going, never stopped. And again, the Christian symbolism as well, and as we know it today, the Catholics, the Catholicism brought that into just the eternity of Christ and the circle of life through Him and what that means. So that's really the tradition, a little bit. It's
funny how we never realized why we put a wreath on our door, except that our mom maybe did.
Exactly, exactly. So that's a little bit of history behind the wreath, and we've got these gorgeous wreaths right now. We certainly want our customers to have them as well, and your customers to have them.
Well, and adding a story as you're selling your wreaths, a little bit of a story or history adds something special to them as they take it home.
Exactly.
I think that's kind of neat.
Yeah, put a few little tidbits up about wreaths and why we have them in our homes, and the background behind them. Exactly. You can find, if you Google, you can find that information. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Learn about it as well. But
we love Google.
Let's tell them what ones we have, which varieties of wreaths we have.
We consider this the basic, although I feel like this is most traditional. I love balsam personally. I love
well, the fragrance is beautiful on balsam.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. This is the 24-inch balsam wreath, and I would say this would be something that would be great for you florists to have in your cooler. Plain like this, and give it an option, maybe have a few jacked up, but have an option for your customers to maybe pick the ribbon they want that would match what they would like, and have some things in your store, maybe a little bit of a table of some balls and some glittery fun things and pine cones, and then let them choose what they want, and then you can build it for them really on the spot.
Exactly. And along with that, building on the spot, why not host a little class possibly and have customers come in, sign up. I know my friend Laura from Robert's Floral out in North Dakota, she does classes a lot. Hi Laura, if you're watching. She does classes a lot, and why not do this type of thing? Bring people in, have classes, have girlfriends night, a little wine, hot cocoa, coffee, and make a wreath time.
Give it an option.
I think that's a great idea.
I know when I worked in on the retail side, we would often, they buy the wreath like this and then just say, now I need a bow.
Yes.
They'd pick the ribbon, because we all know that this takes some time to learn how to make these bows.
It sure does.
Most people would rather we who know how to do it for us. So
exactly. Exactly.
And then which kind do you have, or which one do you want to do first?
Well, this is the mixed Western, and this is a 25-inch wreath, and with mixed Western you get a little greenery, some fir, some juniper, and some pine cones as well. Little of the cone cedar in there, incense cedar, excuse me, and it just, again, it smells good, and I teased it a little bit, so Kristen and I sat here kind of doing this, and that's something you want to do too. A flat wreath doesn't sell as well as a wreath that has been just slightly teased. So I just bring my fingers in and just kind of pull that forward, the greenery a little bit forward, and just tease it and give it a little bit of dimension and life. And again, look how beautiful it looks, to go from flat to depth.
3D?
I don't know, 3D, exactly. It looks much better. And then we have, one of my favorite is the Noble. I love the Noble. I love just that bluish green color. And this is the 28-inch Noble. And I jacked it up. So I popped in some pine, some Orgonia, and then some embellishments, whatever you want to do, whatever you've got in your store, for little extra things left over from designing, or whatever you find on the cart that we have that you can bring into the store and jack up your wreath.
Did you wire this in, or did you glue this in?
I pan glue.
Pan glue.
Yep, I pan glued it in.
Okay.
And then crowning glory. We want to talk about that because it's something that I find important for my indoor and outdoor.
We talked about that a bit. I asked Georgia
Yeah.
if she typically sprays her wreaths when she's done, just to help with the longevity, and she said that crowning glory works great for that. It kind of seals in that moisture.
Yep.
I'm guilty of not doing that. That doesn't mean that was a good idea. I probably will do it this year now because my door does hang towards the west. And again, if you have something, even if it's outside, if it's facing the hotter sun in the afternoon, you might want to treat it with something to hold up a little bit longer.
It just helps. So I like to have a fresh wreath above our fireplace. Well, we all know what fireplace do to greenery.
Yeah.
So guess what I do? I crowning glory my wreath in my house too.
How long does it hold up, Georgia?
Well, it holds up not as long as I actually keep it up.
Yeah, okay.
But I usually keep up my wreath through mid-January.
Okay, so that's not bad for inside.
Exactly, and the crowning, what happens is it still dries.
Yeah.
But it dries nicely. It looks nice, and the crowning glory just helps to keep those needles on, and so it drops less when I take it down.
Sure, makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And another cool thing about wreaths is not only do we hang them on our door or our windows or above our fireplaces, but a wreath actually, put it like this, Kristen.
Oh, yes.
Advent. So many of us do Advent wreaths, again, part of the whole Christian symbolism behind a wreath.
Yeah.
And they're perfect for on table. So always take a couple wreaths and have them set up with candles in them, just to give your clients and your customers who are walking in and looking ideas of, oh, I could put a wreath on my table.
Yep.
And not only could they put a wreath on their table, but they could have it so it matches and coordinates with the front door.
Yeah,
Or with the fireplace, or with on the window, whatever you have happening. So have some with, maybe stick a couple, pine cones in it, or just embellish it, jack it up in some manner, and then some candles. And it just reminds people that decoration, Advent, whatever. Even if you don't celebrate Advent, wreaths are beautiful on the table with candles in them. Absolutely
and
gorgeous.
I would say maybe battery operated candles in the center. Makes me a little nervous to see about a flame. And
I put them in something, in a hurricane, or I'm always careful, but
I'm almost even thinking a blooming plant would go okay in here.
Oh my gosh,
poinsettia
beautiful.
fits almost exactly.
Can you imagine how gorgeous that would be with a poinsettia in here, and then just some embellishments and maybe some votives around here?
Yeah, that's pretty.
Gee, my brain's all of a sudden. My brain's all of a sudden doing that.
Yeah, you're decorating in your head.
I'm decorating
Georgia's
my head.
Really good at that.
I'm going. Yeah. Can you just see the sparkle in my eye?
Yep, I noticed it.
There we go. So we've got these. What do they want to do, Kristen? How do they want to get them?
Yep, go to your cart. We've got them, plenty of them. I do find that as the season gets a little bit later, we tend to run out of wreaths, and we probably will not be able to get more. So grab them when we got them. And then those of you who are not shops, but you're thinking, I have that artificial wreath that is kind of looking a little drab, go to your shops and
go to a local
get a fresh
shop.
wreath this year.
Yeah, and like we said, we've got these 3 varieties. We do have them right now. So, and like Kristen said, they may run out. We may not get more. So get them now. Plan ahead and get them now. And this is the season. This is when people are putting wreaths out. So you do want them now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, don't wait till December 23rd.
No,
get them now. People want them. So
anyway,
anyway,
yes. Hopefully you have a great week. It's a beautiful day out today, and we'll see you next time.